Hello, welcome to the next episode of E-commerce Clearly. So, I was recently reading this Google and Deloitte report about the future of e-commerce in India, and honestly, I think it explains something that a lot of people in e-commerce are already sensing, but maybe haven't fully articulated it. Most people think Indian e-commerce is simply growing more users, more orders, more e-commerce, more brands. But after reading this report, I genuinely think Indian e-commerce is not just growing anymore, it's actually being completely rewritten. And the interesting part is not even the projected market size. Yes, the report says India's e-commerce market could become a $250 billion market by 2030. But honestly, numbers alone don't tell the story anymore. Behavior does. And I think the biggest takeaway from the report is that consumer behavior is changing much faster than most brands are adapting. This report explains the shift through four major sources shaping commerce: inspired commerce, immersive commerce, instant commerce, and intelligent commerce. And while reading it, I realized there are not just future trends anymore. We are already seeing early versions of all four. The first big shift the report talks about is inspired commerce, which basically the idea is that content is becoming commerce. And honestly, that is probably the most visible shift already happening online because people don't really discover products the same way anymore. Earlier, journeys were intentional. You search for something, compare options, read reviews, then bought it. Now, discovery happens accidentally. You're watching a reel, a creator vlog, a skincare routine, a desktop video, a podcast clip, and suddenly you want something you weren't even planning to buy. That's modern commerce. This report talks a lot about how creators are becoming central to the commerce journey through things like creator storefronts, live commerce, and shoppable content. And honestly, I think this changes the whole entire e-commerce funnel because historically, brands control discovery. Now, increasingly, creators control discovery, and that's a very different ecosystem. Consumers trust demonstrations more than ads now, especially in India and particularly outside metro audiences. Someone showing how the product works, how it fits, whether it's actually useful, whether it's worth spending money on, builds trust much faster than polished campaigns. And I think this is why relatability is becoming such an important advantage. Not perfection, relatability, which is also why micro creators are becoming more powerful because followers don't necessarily aspire all the time anymore. Sometimes they just want validation. And I think one of the biggest reasons creator led commerce is going to become massive over the next few years because creators are no longer just purchasing influencers, but they're slowly becoming the storefronts themselves. But discovery is only one part of the shift. The second thing changing is the shopping experience itself. The report calls this the immersive commerce, and I think this is less about fancy technology and more about removing friction between online and offline shopping because consumers already shop fluidly. Brands are the ones still thinking in channels. A consumer might discover something on Instagram, watch reviews on YouTube, check prices on marketplaces, visit the store physically, and later reorder through an app. That's already normal behavior. But internally, most brands still operate online separately, offline separately, marketplaces separately, and retention separately. Meanwhile, the customer experiences all of it as one journey. And I think that disconnect is becoming a huge problem. The report talks about things like virtual try-ons, connected cards, omni-channel shopping, buy online, pick up in store, and unified experiences. And honestly, I think the deeper insight here is that the consumer no longer care where the transaction happens. They care whether the experience feels seamless. That's it. And I think India is uniquely interesting because offline retail is still extremely strong here. Shopping is still social, still experimental, still physical. So I don't think offline retail disappears. I think it evolves. Store becomes experience centers, trust building spaces, fulfillment hubs, discovery environments, and digital becomes a layer connecting all of it together, which makes a lot of sense for a country like India. And then come what I personally think is the biggest behavioral shift happening right now: instant commerce. Most people still talk about quick commerce like it's just faster delivery, but I think it's just changing consumer psychology itself. The report predicts massive growth in instant commerce over the next few years, and I don't think the important shift is speed alone. It's expectation. Consumers now expect faster delivery, faster support, faster refunds, faster decisions, and faster everything. Patience itself is shrinking. I think quick commerce has fundamentally compressed the distance between impulse impulse and purchase. Earlier, shopping was intentional. Now, increasingly, shopping is reactive. You suddenly remember something, open an app, order it in 10 minutes. And because these platforms are becoming habitual, consumers often open the platform first and decide the brand later, which I think is a very important shift because loyalty starts moving from brands to platforms. Actually, we are already seeing this happen. Discovery becomes algorithmic, visibility becomes platform dependent, convenience becomes more important than planning. And I think many D2C brands are still underestimating how much instant commerce is going to reshape buying behavior over the next few years, especially for categories where convenience matters more than the brand attachment. And then there's the final layer, intelligent commerce, which is basically AI becoming deeply integrated into shopping experiences and operations. Now, obviously, AI is everywhere right now, but beyond the hype, I actually think e-commerce is one of the industries where AI could genuinely change behavior because e-commerce has always had a decision fatigue problem. Too many products, too many listings, too many choices, and AI potentially becomes the layer that simplifies all of this. The report talks about AI helping consumers with recommendations, product discovery, shopping assistance, personalized journey, while also helping brands with forecasting, logistics, and backend optimization. And truly, I think this is only the beginning. Instead of searching endlessly, they simply may ask, find me the best option for this, and AI becomes the decision layer, which means brands may eventually compete for AI recommendation visibility the same way they currently compete for search rankings or advertisements. That's a completely different e-commerce system. And truly, I think brands that build strong trust, strong consumer satisfaction, and strong operational systems today will benefit massively in that future. But overall, I think this report stood out to me is because it doesn't just talk about e-commerce growth, it talks about behavioral evaluation. And I think that's the real story of Indian e-commerce right now. E-commerce is becoming more creator-led, more seamless, more instant, and more intelligent at the same time. And I think many brands are still building for the old internet while consumer has already moved ahead. The next generation of e-commerce winners probably won't be the brands with the biggest budget. They'll be the brands that understand these behavioral shifts early and adapt faster than everyone else. And truly, that's what makes this phase of Indian e-commerce so fascinating to watch. That's it for this episode. And this report has so many interesting sections around like Bharat commerce, live shopping, creator storefronts, AI shopping, omni-channel retail, quick commerce behavior. So I'll probably break down more of it in future episodes too, along with other reports. See you next time. Bye.